Hey, how's it going? Shmore, aka Baby Sham 33 here. So, we're back to discuss Marvel Contest of Champions short term roadmap. Funny enough, I just had a video yesterday where I was talking about the compensation they released. And in general, I was basically saying, hey, while the randomness of the compensation with regards to the continued maintenance was okay, I don't think it, you know, it definitely missed a few buttons, but it was okay, and it was unexpected. I didn't want the community to take a look at it and say, well, they're sending out this compensation. Let's forget about, let's not hold them their feet to the fire with regards to the bigger issues that are going on within the game. Um, you know, while they are dangling, you know, a piece of silver in front of you, their other hand is stealing two pieces of silver out of your pocket. But that being said, let's get into this message. Hey, Summoners. Lately, we've received a lot of feedback on the content and direction of the contest from many of you. Lately, that's funny. You've expressed concerns, desires, and frustrations over content, rewards, and direction of the game. We've taken a look at our upcoming roadmap, identified areas where your feedback aligned with what we had planned. Calling BS on that. We looked at features that we could adjust and added features or updates where we could in short, medium, and long term. Today, we'd like to share with you some of those adjustments we have made that will be coming in the next 1 to 3 months, as well as introduce some updates that we had already planned and have been working on for a few months now. Delay in Book 2, Act 1 to re examine the intent and future of Act content. That should have definitely been delayed. What they it was a rushed project from anyone that was in the beta test will tell you it was horribly designed. They're still on that, using way too many paths. Paths are too long. The amount of energy that you're using up. The attack values were tuned way too high. The node combinations with defenders, absolutely horrific. As I said, one of the worst ones was, the alternating immunities. There were a lot of them. It was just, but that one particularly just sticks out in my mind of how bad it was and how terrible it was. And after doing it, I just didn't want to play. So they're pushing that back. I won't get too far into that because it just is what it is. It was crap. Um, Moving back issues number 5, Blood and Venom forward. So it looks like they were going to send it out in September before, but now it's going to be in August. The variant issues for the time and difficulty, outside of variant 1, which was it was the first one, so they get maybe a slight pass on it, but variant 1 was horrible. The others definitely made you think a little bit. The the no combinations and so forth. It was much more balanced and fair content, and the rewards were excellent for what you had to do. I'm hoping that they continue to improve on those rewards based on the current meta of the game and where we are now. At the same time, those are something because they already have the base works for what they want to do, as they're basically rehashing these old events, that these are things that they should be trying to work on continually and put out much faster, as it keeps the interest of the players, and the amount of time that they would have to put into developing these is probably a lot less. I'm not saying it's not a lot of work, but it's definitely a lot less than producing the story acts. Those are things that need to take that should take more time and be developed thoroughly, thought about thoroughly, because that's content that's always there, and players that up and coming players that are going through the game will be tackling. So definitely the back issues should be released a lot sooner. Happy to see that's finally coming. It will be in August, still kind of out there, but it is what it is. Improvements to Alliance Quest, which is the ticketing system. I've already discussed that in my other video, so I'm not going to touch on that here. Please give a watch to that. But let's head down to improvements to Alliance Wars. Summoners put a lot of effort and don't feel that they are receiving proportionate rewards for it. Our goal is for Summoners' efforts across war to be fully rewarded. They also don't want to run into the same defense tactics and defenders in every single war. With Season 19, we want to start to address those two major concerns with the help of the Grandmaster. When Season 19 starts, the Grandmaster will return to the battle realm and will be taking over his corner of the contest. Alliance Wars. His return will bring an update to rewards and give a facelift to defensive tactics. Defensive tactics have not met their goals, and they are meant to encourage more diversity in attackers and defenders, not establish a static meta. That's been forever. Not only is the Grandmaster bringing new defense tactics into the mix under his rule, attackers will also gain a bonus from the defense tactic that is chosen when positively affects a defender. For example, on flow control attackers will gain a bonus against control defenders. We'll also continue to make updates on existing tactics that prove to be more punishing than others. Season 19 will also bring improvements to matchmaking so that the mode remains competitive but fair. Look for information on Season 19 and these changes to Alliance Wars in late June. It seems like every change to Alliance Wars, because they've even said it before, where they said, hey, Alliance Wars, we don't mean for folks to be able to 100% Alliance Wars, which was a crap thing to say, because why would you have an event and not expect folks to be able to 100% clear it? So there, if that's the case, there would be no point to having potions. The whole 15 potion system. You might as well just take out potions then. Nobody spends any potions. If you die and you can't go on, you're dead and you can't go on. So basically it comes down to just your skills, and you go as far as you can, and then that's it. Whichever team, based on their skills, can go the furthest, then hey, or bank the most points going down through Alliance Wars with 0 items, then hey, they win. But no, you have items which you can purchase, and now they've done the new item system where there's these items that are better for Alliance events, but you can't purchase them using Glory. You have to actually use units. So that only benefits Kabam. It doesn't benefit the player. So honestly, while even in saying I can now use by using a control attacker against a control defender, if the tactic is flow, I get a bonus in my skills, in whatever the skill set is against using it. So for example, with flow, if you hit them with a crit, then they get the power control, up to 3 stacks. Are you telling me that if I use a control defender, if I use a control attacker, maybe they can only gain one, you know, one stack of power flood? And like I said, I don't know what it's going to be like, but I'm just throwing it out there as an example. If that is the benefit, you're only now saying that, hey, I need to now divert resources and rank up materials to ranking up attackers, more attackers for Alliance War. So now I need to have a team that I can use when you're running, when I see that the defensive tactic is flow. I should have a control team. If the defensive tactic is siphon, then I need to have a war attack team that is made of villains so I can get, bonus. So I can take advantage of the increased attributes of my attack team. Or if they're running whatever the one is for metal defenders, I need to rank up. So I need to rank up defenders that would have fit into that defensive tactic, and I need to rank up attackers at the same time. Where are these extra resources coming from to rank up all these heroes? Because what's currently provided in Alliance Quest doesn't meet that burden, and what's provided for War Season rewards definitely don't assist me to ranking up all these new defenders that I want. And the offers that are being put out are absolute crap, 95% of the time. So this does not make me any more excited whatsoever with regards to war based on this message. But that's what I'll say with regards to that for now. In addition to these changes to Alliance Quest and Alliance Wars, we've also been working on some tools to help Alliance leadership manage their alliances. Our first steps in that direction will be premiering in July. Battle groups assignments and top attacker defenders. Battle group assignments will allow Alliance leaders to assign a battle group for Alliance Wars and Alliance Quest to each member. When that member tries to join a war or quest, their assigned BG will be highlighted. Members will still be able to join a different BG, but they will be warned they are entering the incorrect BG. That's definitely good. I know sometimes when you change alliances and you're used to playing in one battle group, it's easy when you first join an alliance to enter the wrong battle group. If you're assigned to a certain battle group and you get a little warning that, hey, you're entering a battle group you're not assigned to, kind of pops in your head, oh yeah, well, I forgot I'm in a new battle group. So that's definitely good. Top attackers and defenders is a new feature added to Summoner's profile that is only visible to friends and alliance members. Summoners can now choose up to 30 champions to display as best Alliance Quest attackers, Alliance War attackers, and Alliance War defenders. The Alliance leadership can use this roster info to help them better plan placement and BG assignments, reducing the need to ask for screenshots in an external application. It's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Sometimes, with choosing, when you have like an expanded roster, um, like grabbing 30 heroes, and then you're thinking about, defense and offense, and at the same time diversity. Like, 30 heroes, my top 30 heroes doesn't mean much because my top 30 heroes, when you have to do like um, diversity, eh, my top 30 heroes mean very little to most people, um, because that's not always what you're using for. You know, a lot of the top 30 heroes are going to be the same across an alliance of 30. Like, honestly, if for the heroes that people rank up, mm, if you've had some, decent luck, about 15 to 20 of those heroes, 10 to 15 of those heroes are going to be the same for every single person. So now you've got 15 other heroes. Honestly, probably the top 20 heroes. If somebody just, if I was to just choose, yeah. Like I said, if you've had some decent luck and you're in, you know, a, a larger alliance, they're going to be the same heroes everybody chooses. So still, the screenshots come in handy. Um, and then I'm always thinking, oh, I need to go and make adjustments when I pull a new hero. And just, it's okay. Maybe if it was like the top 45 heroes or something. But um, this is not, this helps leadership definitely. But I don't think this is a change that anyone in the community was like, oh, wow, we need this change where we can now see the top 30 heroes that we have. Anyway, so that's like a middle of the road. Okay, cool. That was on Kabam's to-do list. That's not the community's to-do list. The Abyss of Legends is the apex of Evercrest content in the contest. This is the most difficult and end game content available in game, but many summoners that have delved into and survived the abyss have been disappointed in their rewards. I agree. Um, we are not sure exactly how at this time, but we want to update the 100% exploration rewards to address this and give summoners a better chance to receive something that is beneficial to their growth and progression in the contest. When we have more of an idea of what that looks like, we will let you know. For those brave souls that have already 100%ed, explored the abyss, don't worry, you'll receive rewards update as well. That could be interesting because, for example, the class catalyst for 100%, that shouldn't be random. That should be a class catalyst selector, because you see people open those things up and get like the same catalyst, 2 and 3 times. Uh, the way Kabam RNG works is absolute crap. So if anything, I would assume that's what they would want to change. And depending on how this works, honestly, it might be in people's interest to go ahead now and 100% it, and then wait for the rewards to get buffed and get the rewards again. Just a thought. Like if you have the ability to, it might be worth the struggle to get through. Let's see. An update roadmap. We mentioned earlier that we wanted to give you all a roadmap of our priorities, projects, and visions for the future of the contest. This is still a plan, but now we're taking some more time to ensure that our current map addresses the concerns and priorities that you have all brought up lately. As a diverse group of summoners, you all have a variety of different priorities and concerns, many of which will contradict those of another summoner. Making positive changes for the future of the game that is good for all players will take time. These are what we are able to do in the short term. We plan on having more updates for you in all all in the near future. We'll have more information on an updated roadmap and more changes we plan to make in the medium and long term for you in early June. Thank you all for your continued support and feedback, and for always striving to make the contest the best it can be. The MCOC game team. See, so this video is a little bit longer than I wanted to, but definitely there are some points in it that, like I said, just kind of tilted me a little bit. Like I said, the Abyss update, definitely nice, depending on what they decide to do. Alliance leadership tool, like I said, that is not something that anybody was probably like, well, we're pushing for this change in the alliance leadership tool. That's pretty good. Having your 30 attackers, nobody was pushing for that or really cared for it. Something was on their list to do, fine. Just like when they introduced, you could see your prestige now. It was a nice little change. However, the improvement to Alliance Wars, that's not something that I'm in any way, shape, or form really amazed about. Because that's not a fair way to tackle the problems with Alliance War. Basically, by telling me that I need to rank up more attackers. Basically is what they're saying. Hey, rank up, now, we want to balance this out, so rank up control defenders, control attackers, rank up siphon attackers, rank up attackers that, metallic. You're telling me to balance it out, I should rank up more heroes with what resources. And, we'll see how the rewards look, but still that's crap. Alliance tickets, like I said, discussed another video, and it's just the moving back issues, and delaying Book 2, Act 1. You still haven't gone over where your short-term things would have loved to hear. We're not going to be changing, characters after X amount of time that they've been out in the game. So changes that they're looking at with regards to how Corvus operates now, or what they did with Namor and Collapsidian. Okay, a character's been out for over 6 months. That's out of a time frame that we'll be making any changes to that character. Things like that. She-Hulk has been out for how long, and when was it that they made it? They made a change to her heavy mechanic when they saw players could use it in one significant content. What's going on with Act 6? Those are short-term things that could be looked at. That's not addressed anywhere in this short-term roadmap. Those are the things, those are the changes that players have been asking for, not lately, like they said. Lately we received a lot of feedback. These are feedbacks that you've been receiving for months, over a year, and they continue. Those are the things that the players are looking to be addressed. But that is going to be it for this video. It's going on close to 25 minutes. Like I said, this is fine as a little start, but keep Kabam's feet to the fire, because it still doesn't address the biggest concerns of the community. The only resolution that we've seen here with regards to war is that, they're going to be tuning rewards. We don't know what that's going to look like, but basically you need to rank up more heroes. That's not acceptable. They're delaying Book 2, which definitely should be. It shouldn't have even been out yet. Not even in the beta, that beta test that they put out. Variant 5, that should have been out a long time ago. So there's nothing in here that's making me excited. The update to Abyss Rewards is nice, and that's about it. That was the positive I took out of here. Um, they're looking to update the Abyss Rewards because everybody, most people pulled nothing that, just such bad rewards, um, based on RNG. But appreciate you as always for watching, liking, and subscribing. Stay tuned for more, and hopefully we can all help to the MCOC team get this game on track to where it should, where it needs to be. Fair and balanced. That's all folks want. Like I said, Kabam needs to make their money, and the players want to be able to enjoy a game without feel that they're being, taken advantage of. All right, guys, have a blessed one.